We're live.
Hey, it's Jack, 98.7 Radio Detroit here with the guys of R5.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
What's going on? Thank you.
Welcome back to Detroit.
Yeah, it feels good.
So, this is what, your third time here, I think. You were Freedom Hill a couple years ago, and a smaller venue, I think, before that. And we're at St. Andrews tonight, right?
St. Andrews tonight, that's true. Yeah. Trying to play every venue in the States, apparently.
Next thing you know, you'll be playing the new Little Caesars Arena this fall, where the new Red Wings and Pistons Arena is going to be downtown. So we'll have you there next time. How's that sound?
All right.
Tickets are $24 for the show tonight, so real cheap seat if you guys want to see a really great band perform. So, have you been to any spots in Detroit, your previous visits, that you can remember, that you think you want to see, the food, and any spots that you can think of?
We just...
You know what? I feel like usually when we come to Detroit, I feel like Nate's usually here.
Yeah, we have a writer friend that lives here, and
he's usually like hanging out with us and like showing us around.
Middle Eastern food, probably. That's what we're known for.
You know,
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling us about how, you guys
It's so hard when you go to, like...
So many cities and trying to remember.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not always you don't always get a great opportunity to experience the city.
Because you're in and out sometimes.
Totally. Like tonight we gotta leave, like right after the show we gotta...
Toronto.
Toronto's next.
Yeah, go right straight to the border patrol.
Oh, there you go. We'll get there before the 4th of July weekend starts, so you're not sitting there for like 10 hours at the border.
I mean, we're in a bus anyway.
We'll be back. We'll be
asleep.
No, back in the States before.
Oh, before the weekend. So quick, Toronto. What's after Toronto? Do you know?
Boston.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Where I grew up. There you go. All right, so cuisine, you guys, Colorado, Rocky Mountain oysters. Have you tried them?
Rocky Mountain oysters?
I don't think we have.
I don't think I have, but I do really like oysters though.
They're not oysters.
They're not oysters.
They're
called oysters.
They're fried bull testicles.
Oh, I have heard of those. I forgot. I haven't. Okay, I've not tried that.
I don't think I've tried that.
I forgot they're called that.
Yeah, they're in the Denver airport if you're passing through it.
Really?
Yeah. But you guys have spent most of your time in LA after growing up in Colorado, right?
Yeah. Like, I'd say half my life's been.
We actually next time we go back to Colorado, we probably should.
They're kind of like a cross between chicken and calamari.
Oh, you tried it?
I tried it at the airport in Denver on a layover.
It doesn't like pop or anything, does it? Like
No.
Because I've heard about.
It's not like Pop Rocks or anything like that.
Yeah,
No,
I've heard like a turkey thing or like a pop.
That's like a tradition.
Yeah, I don't know.
If anybody wants to change the subject from Rocky Mountain Oysters, we're on Facebook Live right now. Pop in a question. George is shooting it for us right now. Anything popping in yet? Any questions from any listeners yet?
Did you share it on the...
It's not showing up on my app.
Uh-oh.
Is this you guys?
That's us, yeah.
Alright, tight.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Alright, so we're going to share this now, and then people can go back and read it and watch the Rocky Mountain Oysters after that.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to ask you guys have been doing this for, almost 10 years now, right?
Yeah, it's like 8 to 9.
Because we have so many listeners and people here in Detroit, Eminem, Bob Seger, such a musical tradition here in Detroit. I want to make it, how do I make it? Like, what would you say to a listener or an up-and-coming artist that's struggling and been trying to do it and ready to give up, like as far as how long it takes to really make it and stuff like that?
Someone actually told us a quote recently that was like, once you're about done and you're just fed up and you're ready to quit, you're halfway there.
So you gotta just double the length it's been at that point, and then go from there.
And I guarantee you, we've been around longer than the majority of people on radio like today.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of like acts.
We've seen a lot of acts come and go.
Well, not go, but like we've seen a lot of acts come and like.
No, we've seen a fair bit go.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like Shawn Mendes, we knew like. We like met back in like the day when we were both like young and he's blowing up and
we're still like just kind of going
like we're still trucking and like Fifth Harmony opened for us one time and it was like
it's crazy how you see like one band open for another band and then next thing you know they're flipping around
Grammys and stuff. Yeah, so like,
very cool. Any questions so far on our Facebook Live?
What's your favorite song? And spelled in the Canadian way, favorite.
Oh, favorite.
O-U-R-I-T.
Maybe they're going to come from Windsor to the show in Toronto to see you guys
Hopefully they
next.
come to Toronto.
Yeah.
Our favorite song off the EP, I'm guessing? Off our EP?
Let's make it that.
Sure.
Let's make it that.
What's your favorite song off the EP?
I'll say Red Velvet right now. I like Red
You like
Velvet.
Red Velvet?
I'm going to say Lay Your Head Down.
Oh, stop! I have a different one. I'm gonna say Trading Time, which is tight. If you haven't heard the album, the EP, I guess is what it is. It's good.
Get the New Addictions EP and get everybody's favorite song all at once.
Yeah.
Favorite song out that's not yours right now?
We've been listening to a lot of new Calvin Harris stuff, which is like very groovy.
This Friday, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Five Wave Bounces, Volume 1.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah,
it's my job to know these things.
That's true. Yeah, but I like Feels. That's a good.
I like that DJ Khaled song with Rihanna.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, with the Santana sample?
Yeah, Santana sample.
Every time I hear it, I want to be like, Maria!
Yeah.
I'm liking freaking Kendrick's song Love.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet. I really like that song.
So following you guys on social media, you spent a fair amount of time in Vegas recently, would you say? Fair amount of time?
Yeah, probably too much time in
Too
Vegas.
many times.
It's so close to California to where it's just...
It's like a quick drive for you guys.
Yeah, and there's always an excuse to be there. Like, last time it was the Billboard Music Awards.
Right.
And they're like, hey, we want you guys to be there. We were like, alright, cool.
We went to a Drake after party.
Oh, that must have been something.
Well, he was performing.
Actually, it wasn't that great.
And it was
Really?
The spot that we were at before was much better.
It was oddly underwhelming.
No kidding.
He's playing at this small club, and he's like killing it. You know, he's doing his thing.
Right.
And like we're at the back bar, and we're like, this is so weird. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like,
People just weren't into it, and he was performing
I think
great.
people were into it, but
I
it was
don't
just
know what it
like
was.
maybe it was just us. Maybe it was our experience. We came in like midway through, and I don't know. But it was like a strange thing. You would imagine it'd be like
the vibe was definitely
it was an
odd.
odd vibe.
But
for
the
small-
vibe of the place that we were at prior to going, because we were like in
Well,
another
Diplo
spot.
was playing at that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
He
that
was
was
like-
tight.
He was like
In Vegas, I
he
can
was
imagine,
smart.
yeah.
He was doing well. It was
And
like,
then somebody was like, "Hey, we got a table at this like Drake place," and we were like, "All right,
Let's go see
we're
Drake,
the kind
yeah.
of people where we're just kind of like in certain scenarios. Like we don't know how we find
we
ourselves
took
there.
a stretch
But
Homer
we just-
limo from one club to another, like on a whim, with these
Right.
people that they were like, "Want to get a limo?" He was from Canada,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Yeah," and yeah, it was weird. It was so weird.
But it wasn't like we wanted to be in that situation. It's just like somebody
it like
asked us, and
happened
we
upon us.
we're yes men.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're not planners, you just kind of go with the flow, especially in Vegas.
It really
It works
out
better
nicely.
that way.
I was just in Vegas for my bachelor party. Is there one like thing? Thank you. One big thing in Vegas that you almost always do when you're there. There's so much to do.
I feel like we usually go to this restaurant called Tao.
Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, one of my bachelor party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go to the restaurant?
I went to the nightclub and then I did steaks at Cut Wolfgang Puck Steak.
How was that?
How's that?
Best steak I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm not being paid to say that. That's not an endorsement. George, what else we get on Facebook questions?
Chloe Buckingham asked, "Are you excited to come back to the UK?"
Always excited to go back to the UK.
Yeah, UK.
It's so much fun. To go. I love going like international, and touring Europe it's always fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to get over there.
I'm so excited to tour Europe.
Andrejka
Oh,
is asking what your favorite movie is.
my friend Dahmer.
Hey.
No,
Put that in there.
What did I see recently?
I really liked Wonder Woman actually.
Wonder Woman was
I
good.
know that had a lot
Everybody
of
sounds
buzz.
great things about that movie. Yeah.
Everyone's wrong.
He doesn't like it.
Oh, you weren't a fan?
I thought it was
He doesn't
cheesy and cliche, but I also got a lot of hype though before I saw it.
Oh, and like,
So
it was too
I
much
saw
for
it like
me.
a week after everyone was like, "It's amazing." I also don't really like superhero
Marvel and
movies.
superhero,
Yeah,
like
I mean, I like Marvel sometimes, but anyway, I'm just that kind of person.
You're so that guy
I'm
right
just,
now.
I'm just such an indie,
Oh my
like tastemaker
gosh.
movie
Oh
kind of
my
guy.
Go to
gosh.
con, go watch it. Go
Yeah.
watch something at a film festival.
Exactly,
Something by
yeah.
8 people you've never heard of. You'll like that better.
Right. It has to have 99% Rotten Tomatoes and nobody likes it. You know,
Exactly.
that kind of thing.
Nobody likes it. It's too slow.
What else, George?
Scarlett, April Olivia asks, if you could describe yourself as a song from New Addictions, what song would it be and why?
Oh, that's interesting. That's a very
It's a
interesting.
thought-provoking
I'm gonna-
question right
yeah.
there.
Well, there's only 5 options. So I'm gonna go with Trading Time
Okay.
because
It's just gonna be easier to breathe and
I,
figure
I like those like it's a song that kind of has like a James Blakey kind of synthy like
Yeah.
floomy kind of like behind the beat synth, and I feel like that describes me for some
Yeah.
reason.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Fair enough. What about you guys?
I mean, I would probably say "Lay Your Head Down" would describe me the most, just because of.
It makes the most
Yeah.
sense.
He wrote it
Sense of
himself,
mind.
and it's very personal.
Yeah.
Speaking of laying your head down, so you guys have been talking about this in recent interviews about sleep and being on this rigorous sleep schedule. How's that going for you?
It's going well.
Oh, it did go
These
very
guys
well
are
last
like
night.
talking about naps all day today. and
Yeah, the
making
plan
this
is
thing.
actually.
Get out of here napping before the show.
Naps
St. Andrews?
are the best.
They went to
Oh,
a
my
tiki
God.
bar last night at Chicago, and they were just They just went too hard.
Definitely gonna take a nap.
You think about it when you're in like kindergarten or first grade and it's nap time. I don't want to take a nap, and now you get older and older, you're like, what have I been missing out on my whole life? Naps are great.
I never napped as a kid. I was stupid.
Definitely love naps. Naps are just the best.
And you guys, so you know, when you first came up, you were a little bit more conservative as far as like going out and partying, but now you feel more comfortable. You can work that balance a little bit better as far as going out after a show.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, we always partied, we just didn't talk about it.
And now you're like, hey, whatever, we're rock stars, it's fine.
Yeah, that's actually more the truth.
Right.
We've always been kind of like.
But you know, you know, sometimes when we were not of age, it was nice to have like. You know, you have our bus, so we have the bus parties, which was like fun.
They're awesome.
Bus parties, we should have
one on this run.
Yeah, it's good.
It's so much fun.
You show the openers, your crew, you know.
Right.
You do.
And then you've got like listeners banging on the door and trying to get in.
Right,
fans and everything.
Yeah, fans like sounds like a lot of fun.
They
And
want
you
to
have control of the music.
Right.
That's true. You want to see? They want to see if you're in your tidy whities, like the If video.
That's one reason.
2 million views coming up on YouTube for that video.
Tidy whities.
Why the tidy whities?
Well, the whole point of the video was we have like little bits of classic films in there.
Little Tom Cruise.
So yeah, that's like the Tom Cruise section.
I didn't.
And then we have like the Pulp Fiction section, and then we have like the
There was like a real
like
small
Boogie Nights.
snippet
They're
from,
like
Boogie
yeah.
Nights,
The idea was to do it a little bit more pinpointed.
Okay.
Like about like having the Boogie Nights pan into the water or stuff like that. But you know, when you get on set, it gets a little.
So with all these different
chaos.
scenes, how long did it take to map it out, and how long did it take to actually shoot it?
Just a day.
Yeah.
Day shoots, yeah. It was
It's kind of just like, all right, we're gonna do this. It was very chill.
music videos used to be much more extravagant in the times of MTV because labels.
J Lo comes out with something in like '98, and it's
yeah.
like this big movie production.
They'd spend like $20 million on a 2-minute video.
Right.
It's insane, honestly, when you think about it today.
Yeah, budget doesn't happen.
Whereas today, no.
Oh, and that's how the
It's just
business
more
too. We've
about-
had that on radio.
Yeah.
It's just more about like the people who can do it all with your iPhone, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy that you can do.
The time we live in.
An iPhone 7 is going to be as good as a video from '98 with their equipment and everything.
Yeah.
What else do you have on Facebook, George?
Farheen Shibir, is Ross performing acoustic versions of songs all by himself a new thing or just temporary?
I've always kind of done that, actually.
It's kind of a classic like concert thing, you know.
Yeah, the lead singer comes out and just does a song.
But yeah, we have a little special twist to it on this tour.
Yeah.
Just come check it out. I'm not gonna give much away, you know.
Any covers you want to tease for tonight?
What are you vibing? You can tell. Well,
Last night
yeah.
what did you play? Purple Rain.
I played
Some
wow.
girl in the audience was like,
yeah, a girl
Out
came to a
to
radio
that.
show and was like, I don't know how we got to it, but
She's like, play Prince or something.
you're right. Because we used to play Let's Go Crazy like
Right.
on the last tours, and which was fun. And so, yeah, Purple Rain came up.
Yeah,
So,
she was like, play Purple Rain, and I was
He
like,
just
alright,
learned
I'll
it.
learn it real quick.
yeah,
And it was only
Nice.
like the first chorus. But
Right.
It was
You
fun.
must have gotten nuts when you played
I
that.
love that song.
yeah. People were actually
it sounded pretty dope.
It was dope.
Especially on acoustic. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it was cool.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
one of those things where, like, it was almost like when Michael Jackson died, with when Prince died, because like younger listeners and fans may not know the music as well, but then they get
Sure.
exposed to it when they're in the news for unfortunately passing away. And
Right.
it's a whole new generation. I remember like getting requests for Billie Jean, like right after Michael Jackson died, from
Oh,
these little
shoot.
kids that had never like heard the song, and they're
Right.
like, "Oh wow, this song's great." It's kind of the same thing with Prince.
Yeah.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
No, that music is unreal. All that Michael Jackson and Prince.
Anything else on Facebook?
Cooper Clark, what is your favorite hobby?
We
Hockey.
play a lot of hockey.
Yeah.
Well, you're in Hockey Town now, so
that's
this will
right.
play well here.
Yeah.
We also got this new game called Spike Ball.
Oh yeah.
And you get it from like Walmart or Target, and it's just like a net with a ball, and it's on the floor.
You
and
play
it's
it
a
through circles?
Yeah, you can
People
like
play it at
swim
the beach
too.
a lot?
So fun.
It's like mini
It really
volleyball, like
Yeah,
just slicing at
basically,
each other.
it's
Okay.
volleyball.
It's volleyball with a trampoline in the middle.
It's the perfect
Exactly.
tour game.
It's perfect.
Because you know
Can
what?
is there room enough to play it on the bus?
No.
Not on the bus, but we play
Any
we
grass
take
in
out
parking
on the
lots
side, yeah.
North America has like all these random, just like in California, you don't have like random plots of just
Right.
grass. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, I can go out there and just play it. You know what I mean? Like we can't do that in LA. So it's
Favorite hockey team? I won't be mad if you don't say Red Wings. It's okay.
Well, actually, I'm from Colorado.
So we're
Oh,
out.
that's I shouldn't go there. Okay, next question.
But we live in LA.
Yeah,
And
so
we're pretty tight with a lot of the Kings staff and team.
Cool.
yeah, we love the Kings too. And Vegas, nice, honestly. That could be a cool thing.
And more reason for you to go back to Vegas.
Yeah, I know.
I've been digging the Oilers recently too. I think their whole organization is awesome.
Very cool.
Sarah Boucherie asks, what's the one thing you miss from your normal life before being a
Great
celebrity?
question.
I gotta be honest with you, my life really hasn't changed all that much. I'm still driving a relatively okay car. I'm still,
Relatively okay.
yeah, like, because it's not a crappy car, but it's not like an extravagant
It's a
car.
fine.
either.
Yeah,
It's a fine
Yeah,
car.
if you
fine,
just,
like,
if you
that's
just
what I mean.
watched it,
Yeah.
one
Will you
time.
disclose make and model or
Oh, it's just an Infinity.
okay?
Like a G37.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a few years old.
And it has plastic dip hanging off the
Oh
front.
yeah,
No, I got it off.
He
You
put
got
the
it off
matte
already?
the matte paint on it.
It's taken
now
like
it's
a
like
month to get it off, though.
But
It was a process.
no, but the point of this being
And I
like
never cleaned it.
like my life is relatively the same. I feel like the only thing that's different, which is an absolute privilege, is being able to tour the world and to go and see all these people that we've reached with our music and have have a great connection, whether it be like from the stage to crowd or whether it be after the show and we're just having a conversation. It's amazing reading some of these notes that we'll get from people
Yeah.
that we have actually made a significant impact on their life.
It's crazy.
And that's a really cool thing to see. And that's just a huge privilege. You know, there's nothing besides that. That's really the biggest thing that's
Do you guys want
changed.
to jump in on how your lives have changed at all? Or
Oh,
I mean, mine. I've basically had the same
It's- yeah,
upbringing
it's all
as
the
him. Like,
Yeah.
So I mean, it honestly, it's kind of the same thing.
Like we get an occasional picture in like public, but other than that, it's-
yeah, we definitely don't get bombarded. I mean, he gets bombarded more than
Mhm.
just because of the whole movie and channel and all thing like that. But yeah, it's pretty chill. It's nice. It's the perfect balance of like be able to do what you love and not having to have.
and you can actually walk down the street and not
Yeah,
be
it's
mauled
nice.
every time you walk down the street.
Oh yeah.
So fans surprise you. Venues or cities you've played that have surprised you. I know you've talked about San Antonio being one of your favorites.
Yeah.
What about internationally? Is there a place you've gone that you're like, wow, they would never imagine this place is so cool?
absolutely. Almost every country internationally will shock you in some way.
Anything that sticks out specifically?
Well, I mean, you have your obvious ones like Brazil is fantastic, Argentina, Peru is unbelievable. I've always been a huge fan of Australia. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Tokyo is an incredible spot.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of naming off some of my favorites, but Tokyo's got this amazing, just difference in culture, and it's probably like the biggest culture shock that you can kind of
We
get.
went to Tel Aviv, Israel.
Really?
Which was
It's
like
amazing.
crazy. Like just fans there are just
Yeah.
so energetic.
That was the most faints we ever had.
Yeah, like they were just.
You have like a board like ticking them off. Like
It was-
3,
it
4,
was almost
5.
like
At
line.
a certain point, I was like, God,
New high
it's the
school,
crap. We got like
Do
half
they
the
know
crowd
what
left.
water is? Like what's going on?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
but,
I love Copenhagen, Denmark.
Yep.
I love Paris and London. I love Germany. I literally like
Yeah,
every
you're excited.
single part of the world has something interesting to offer. You just have to find it.
Let's do one more question. From Facebook.
Morgaine asked if you speak French, and maybe if you don't speak French, do you speak any foreign languages?
None
I can-
fluently, unfortunately.
We're just
You don't know phrases, no
bunch
catch,
of-
you
oh,
don't
we
know
know-
catchphrases.
we know all
Cliche,
these-
yeah.
We know like "Domarigato gozaimasu"
Yeah.
and
Like,
let's see, we like learn every like hello and like I
Hello,
love you
goodbye,
and,
and
in like
I-
every language like "Como te digo?" I was telling you what that means.
Bonjour.
Let's see, like we just like
That's it.
South
That's
America, we like have to say "Obrigado."
And last
know?
one, Valentina asks favorite 80s or 90s singer or band.
Probably In Excess. Oh well, that's when Michael Jackson and Prince were around too.
And any one of those three, I'm.
You got the NXS cover, which
See,
is
80s or 90s?
that's where I'm gonna
80s
guess.
or 90s singer or band.
pretty
Michael
broad.
Jackson's probably my number one.
We got into like a weird not weird, but we got into like a Talking Heads phase. Well, is that the
Talking
like
Heads
80s,
is-
right?
Yeah, it's 80s, yeah.
I mean, it's like late 70s, right? But Talking Heads, yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
I like Radiohead too, but
And obviously, Nirvana is in that batch. Queen's in that batch. There's amazing acts in that batch. It's really hard to pick.
All right, the guys of R5 coming to St. Andrews tonight. Tickets start $24. Get them and go see these guys tonight. They are awesome live. To go back on the tour bus, take your nap, and
Yeah.
and we'll see you at the show tonight. Thanks for stopping by 98.7.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's going to be a good one tonight.
Thanks for all the questions, guys.
of course.